Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. Today we are diving into how to set soul-aligned goals for the new year. This is not about losing weight. This isn't about cleaning your house. Blah. This is about soul-aligned goals. What is best for your growth, your expansion, and all the deepest parts of you. So we're going to pull 3 cards. The first card is your soul's priority for 2025. Card number 2 is challenges you will need to overcome to reach that goal. And card number 3 is how to stay aligned with your purpose. So this is the first of 3 in a series for New Year's. I have 2 more New Year's style videos, tarot readings coming up. So we have setting soul aligned goals. We're going to do a New Year's prep, what to release before 2025. Another video is going to be messages from your future self for the year ahead. And I think that's it for us. I think that's it. That's going to take us right through to the 1st of January, 2025. If you are watching this video years from now, thank you. I so appreciate it. Thank you so much. You can take this message for yourself no matter what year it is. How about that? It's yours. If it came across your feed, there's a reason you needed to hear this message. So we're going to pull 3 cards and then dive into what the universe wants us to know. So we're going to do, and here's our first card, the Ace of Candles in reverse. I don't know if we're going to read reversals today. The candles, I'm so glad this is the end of using this deck. I'm going to start using it earlier next year so that I'm more familiar. The candles are wands. There we go. They are wands, and our Ace of Wands in reverse is letting us know that our priority is about finding some initiative, some get up and go, getting off our bums, get off the couch, get out of the house and do some stuff. Do. Our candles, which is our wands, is very much about doing. It's a physical kind of thing. It's how we move. It's how we live. And this is, I feel like somebody out here is feeling quite stagnant in their life and they're just not sure what to do. And they're kind of almost feeling a little like of dread for the coming year, because again, it's like, oh no, another year of not knowing. You're not going to find out by sitting on the couch. You got to get up and go. You got to get up, get that motivation, get the inspiration. And sometimes neither of those exist. So you just have to get up and do it. Get your shoes on, put your coat on, put a warm hat on, and go for a walk at the very least. Blow off some cobwebs and look around for something that inspires you. If it inspires you, it's part of your purpose. Otherwise, you wouldn't even notice it, right? Like, does that make sense? That, we only become aware of things that are meant for us, either to teach us a lesson or to add positivity to our life. Like there's really not much else to our existence, really. So our soul's priority for 2025 is to, dust off the creativity, break up the creative blocks, look for opportunities. We don't want to miss them. We don't want to miss the opportunities because we're sitting at home crying. Okay. Like, believe me, I get it. The temptation is strong. Some days it's harder than others. I totally get it. And, myself, I always say I'm going to go for a walk and do what I know, but I'm now new year, new me, going to start going for walks again. I used to walk every day, like 90 minutes, but that was during lockdowns and I didn't have an awful lot to do. So I had the time. Now I always feel like, oh my gosh, like, I've got, how am I going to find that extra hour in there, especially at this time of year in Canada, when the last video I filmed was 8 o'clock in the morning and it was still kind of dark. And then it's dark at 5 o'clock. So our time for being outside and in natural light and daylight is so much shorter at this time of year than in the summer when it's like, okay, it's 8 o'clock at night. I've done everything I need to do today and I can just go for a walk now. Like we have all those extra hours where the sun is up at 6 in the morning and doesn't go down till 9 o'clock at night. So I get it, why it's harder to try to fit these things into your day. But if you can move something from the daytime to the evening so that you could just switch, right? So do a walk during the day and then do the work at night, like whatever work it is that you need to do, whether it's cleaning up or actual like work that makes you money or, whatever it is. But this is a great message to like, you gotta just do something. Even if it's not profitable, just do something because that will probably get things going. Once you have one creative idea, you tend to, domino effect it and more and more and more comes and more awareness comes. And once it's like when you notice something and then suddenly you notice it everywhere, it's that same kind of thing. All right, card number 2. Challenges to overcome in reaching this goal. The Queen of Canes, our Queen of Wands. No. Ace of Candles is Wands. Queen of Canes, that's Swords. I'm so looking forward to not working with this deck anymore. I love the deck. It's so gorgeous. I just can't remember like immediately what everything is. So our Queen of Canes is our Queen of Swords. And so the challenges that you need to overcome in reaching this goal, there's a few layers here. So you have to be patient. You have to be patient with yourself. And you have to be patient with other people because not everybody's caught up to us and not everybody's on the same page. So, when you're trying to move forward in something and the people around you aren't like doing the same thing and they aren't not where you're at, that can be really frustrating and that can cause some resentment and then we're yelling at people and blah, 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 blah. So just be patient with yourself as you move through this and then be patient with the people around you. This is also a great reminder to think before you speak, because our Queen of Swords, like she'll cut a bitch. Okay, that's the card where I'm like, oh, yeah, you've got a mighty sword that you swing and you say things that maybe aren't landing the way you would like them to. And that's okay. Not everybody can take it, right? Not everybody is emotionally mature enough to handle when somebody says something mean or what that they perceive to be mean. It's that sort of leftist idea that words are violence. They're not. They're just words. We make them mean what they mean. But there are people around you who maybe think before you speak, maybe write it down first. That's what I always do. I tend to, I'll type it all out, what I want to say, and then sit with it for a couple hours and then come back and decide if that's the most productive thing I can say. I can understand why there is some frustration coming up here, because if you're feeling a little bit lost, a little bit scattered, unsure what to do, feeling like you've just spent another year of really not getting where you want to be, I can understand that there's some frustration, but your frustration is not about anybody else. Okay? It's yours and yours alone. So deal with yourself and don't worry about other people. You don't need them to come with you. If they're not coming with you, it's because they don't want to. And we need to respect that and we need to honor that. What you should be doing is attracting / looking for people who do want to come along with you. And this is, I'll give a really good example. So we all think that our friends are going to be our loudest cheerleaders. And in some cases, in some rare cases, yeah, they are. They are. Usually those friends are people that you've met on the journey to your greatness. Those are people who are within your journey to greatness. So they might be your clients. They might be part of your team, you know what I mean? But they're friends that you've kind of picked up along the way. The people you've been friends with your whole life or for 5, 10 years, whatever, they're not going to cheer for you. That's just the way it is. It sucks. I hate it. It causes resentment. And there's times something that I have done in my life is I've stopped giving people gifts. because I used to be like the gift giver. I would be the person that on Valentine's, I would be running around to all my girlfriends, leaving little gifts at their door. I don't do that anymore, because you know where the money comes from to pay for those gifts? My business. And if they aren't even at the very least saying my name in a room full of opportunities, why am I spending that money on them? Right? Like that's the, you know, I kind of, you know, and it's not like they're offering a ton of great friendship along the way. They're, you know, people I know, and occasionally we hang out. But this is one of the things that we can really get some resentment from, is seeing that we're working so hard, and our friends won't even like our posts. Our friends won't even, you know, share when we're like, could you just share my new business with anybody that you think might be interested? And they won't even reply, you know, like that I get the frustration. The thing is, we have to let go of all of that. We just say it now. My friends aren't going to support me in this. That's it. That's it completely. And that's okay. I don't need to support them. If you're cheering your face off for people who aren't cheering their faces off for you, you can stop cheering for them. This is your permission slip to serve yourself first. Use that time, use that energy to serve you. And that's it. That's my tough love talk for today. And I would say that to any of my clients as well, going through the same thing. I'd be like, just forget the idea that they're going to do that. And I'll tell you why they don't cheer for you. They don't cheer for any of their friends. It's because unless their friends are doing exactly the same thing they're doing, that will get them to the exact same place, right? So if you are failing at your network marketing mascara business, and your friend is also failing at their network marketing mascara business, then they're going to be very engaged. If you're successful, you are reminding the people around you who came from the same place as you that they're not. Do you see what I mean? So they're not going to cheer for you. They don't want to see you succeed. They're crabs in a bucket. They want to keep you in the bucket with them, as opposed to getting out and doing better. And I know if you are doing that, if you're working hard to better your life and get ahead and improve on things, improve yourself, improve your home, improve your life, improve your all of that stuff, I know that you're the kind of person who would reach your hand back and pull someone along with you. But they don't want to, because they don't see it that way. So that's why that's going on. Wow. That was a pretty epic channeled message that came in, because, you know, I always say if I sound like the smartest person in the room, it's not me talking, it's spirit talking. So there you go. I'm just the vessel. I'm just the messenger here. But that's a great reminder going into 2025, have your own back and don't worry about anybody else having your back. The people who love your work, and they will cheer for you as you pick them up along the way. Okay. Whew. I hope you're okay after that. I was just know that I said that with the most love. Like, that was not a message of telling you suck or anything. No, it's telling you that to love yourself so much that you don't need other people to cheer for you. Love what you do so much that you don't need your neighbors, people you went to high school with, to care about it at all. Your family, that's the worst one. Your family won't do anything. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, you think, and this is the harsh reality that we all have to come to face with at some point or another. The people closest to us actually care the least about what we're doing. So there you go. So don't be yelling at anybody. Don't cut off your friendships. Just accept that those people aren't supporting this journey, and that's okay. You don't need to support their journey. And that's what I always say. I'm like, match their energy. They're not supporting you, don't support them. And you know what? I had somebody recently, I used to send them stuff like, you know, my freebies and offers and things like that. And all they'd ever do is double tap. They'd never say, hey, thanks for thinking of me. They'd never say, oh, I'm going to check it out. Or, oh, I'm going to share this with my friend. I think no, I never got anything like that. One of those people actually the other day had the nerve to send me something. And I double tapped it because I'm like, I'll just match your energy. All good. No problem. I'll do what you do. And here we're at. See how that feels. See how that feels. I'm Scottish. Pettiness is just part of my DNA. And And then she actually replied and said, yeah, I hope that you will share this with your audience as well. And I just double tapped on that, right? Because I'm not going to say to her, well, I'm going to share about as much as you did, you know? So that's the thing, is you don't get tangled up in that. Okay, just keep moving forward. Don't use your spicy, tongue to bite people back. Just be like, whatever, and move on. Okay, that's going to be the healthiest thing that you can do for yourself. Resist the temptation. Resist the temptation. Okay, and how we're going to stay aligned with our purpose, balance. We're going to stay in harmony and balance. We are going to serve ourselves first. We're not going to make ourselves exhausted from serving everyone around us who doesn't care about us. And we're going to do harmony and balance. Like this is so probably what you're feeling right now is that your life has been out of balance. It's been all about work, or it's been all about babies, or it's been all about health or something. What we need is a well-rounded life of a variety of different focuses. So our home, our family, our work, our friends, our faith, our spirituality, our education, like there's all kinds of things. So in order to move forward, we've got to get out of this unbalanced feeling that something is dominating your life, and we need to start focusing on other things as well. If you can't do anything about the thing that is dominating your life, if it is you are powerless to it, if it is out of your control, release it. Just energetically release it and say, I'm not going to think about this anymore. I'm not going to worry about this anymore. There's nothing I can do. The universe is going to sort it out for me. And just release, release, release. Give it some light, give it some love, blow it a kiss, let it go, and make that commitment to yourself. Once you've done that, now you've got so much more room and energy to devote to the other parts of your life, which will actually serve you more. And when you're serving yourself, you don't need anybody else to serve you, right? Like I always say, I'd rather eat alone than sit at a table that isn't supportive. I'd rather die of thirst than drink from a glass of mediocrity, is something that I always said in my youth. So we definitely, how we're going to get towards our purpose is in finding balance in our life. And then within the balance, we'll see the goodness that starts to rise up, and the opportunities that will come forward, and things will become so much more clear. I'm feeling like there's somebody watching right now, and it may be you, who for the last year, maybe more, there's a health situation that has dominated their life to the point that other things had to be let go, and you want those things back. So if there's nothing you can do about it, just release it. You're not going to give it more energy. You're not going to spend your time worrying about it. You're not going to lie awake at night. We got to get balance back for you. And that just kind of came in strong right now. I feel like it's not somebody who has cancer. It's somebody with a family member who has cancer. That's what just popped in. And that's kind of consumed them. And I understand why. But at the same time, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And we can support people, we can care for people, but we can't change the inevitable. And we don't always know what the inevitable is. So we could be really messing with stuff if we're trying to change things. So there we go. There is your soul aligned goals for the new year, and how to set them, how to move through them, how to work with them. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. If you have stuck around this long, don't forget to click subscribe and leave a comment and let me know. Let me know how you're feeling about this. I do love our conversations. All my links are in the description. I do have private sessions available. My January book is now open, so you will be able to book a session with me. You can reach me through any of the links in the description. And I took my email out because I was getting so much just garbage in my emails that I was like, oh my gosh, I need to stop. And it's not like garbage from human beings. It's just the bots are trolling the internet looking for emails, and then they capture them and add them to their email list. And then I'm constantly unsubscribing stuff. So that's why my email's not there anymore. But if you go to my website, most of the pages on my website have a form. You can just use the form. It comes straight to my email. And then we'll be able to chat that way. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a magical day.